Hey guys, welcome back. So today, Scrappy Kathy and I are going to be playing along with Off the Board, and we are taking pins off of Pinterest and getting them actually on a page in some way, inspiring us or what have you. So I showed you the layout we are going to be using, and this was a layout by the Fab Missy Whidden. So I'm going in to start with some gorgeous Shimmerz paints. I'm creating kind of the blue sky part at the top, if that makes sense. And look at how pretty, isn't it? It's just so pretty. And then the bottom part, I'm going to go in with this gorgeous peachy coral. And all of the mixed media, all of the regular Scrappy supplies and photos and whatnot will go in the center. So this is the fun part. Now, what I have here is a piece of marshmallow cardstock by Basil. And I went ahead already and I treated it with some clear gesso. I tend to do that in batches, and I do it in batches of 10 because I figure if I'm gonna do one, I'll do 10. I'll have a bunch at the ready. This is just I don't know, the theory I have, the way I roll, I don't know. So, and then I just end up having them draped all over my craft room, and it's a big old mess. Great. So what you see me doing here is using a couple of different Shimmerz paints like I talked about. And this is not necessarily a Shimmerz video, but I do want to let you guys know that I'm also on the Shimmerz design team. So when you guys place your next order, go ahead and pop my name in the comments section when you're checking out to score yourself a freebie, because a freebie is like the very bestest thing ever. Okay, that's my PSA on that. So all we are doing here is creating a cute little, I don't know, not quite central, or if it ends up central, that's just a happy accident, but a nice wavy watercolory bit of goodness right here. And, you know, I like to let the colors flow, do their thing, but I'm not necessarily trying to make them flow together on this one. But, you know, I do like the way it came out. So, and I also want to go in and I'll add some splatty bits in those same colors right around, right in the same areas. Now, some of the splatty bits will go ahead and they will just bleed all together, but other ones you're going to see dots here and there, and I love that. Now let's look at some of the products I want to use. I have this Simple Stories Sunkiss collection, and I may have everything from this collection. I'm not quite sure. I love it. I also have some acrylic pieces that I've wanted to use up that I thought would go well with it, and those are from Color Cast Designs. I only have a couple things from that company, and I also want to bring in these 3 flare that are from Scrappin Happy Studio. I'm also on their DT. I know, it's a lot. So here are 2 pictures of the Mission Point lighthouse that I want to use. Oh, and I think I was showing you there that I'm going to go ahead and trim down this paper really quick and mat it. So I have it matted, and now I just started placing these pieces down. I just want to get the idea of where I might want them. It's a bit of a, do I like this? Do I like that? I did grab some of these faux brads that I love faux brads, and some foamy pieces. And I was trying to concentrate on the blue color in that acrylic so that it made lots of sense. And I also have to look at my sticker sheet. Okay, so I had a little tag here, and I just went into my white color bin and grabbed a little bit of white lace. I didn't want to add any twine that had really strong black. I have, yeah, the world's biggest spool of black and white twine. So now I'm starting to think I need some basic twine. I don't know. So I have the chipboard pieces pulled out. That's a piece of the chipboard from that collection. I, for some reason, love that funny little seagull that you saw me just grab there. I don't know. He's cute and he's whimsical, and summer lets us play with things that have just a tiny bit more whimsy. Oh, and under my photo, you see me layering up lots of the die cut bits. Now, that journaling spot that the seagull's on had some artwork that wasn't going to work for this layout. And then you see the coral color fishy on the far left. That journaling spot also had some artwork that I had to tuck and hide because, once again, the colors weren't just right. And I tend to do that all of the time. Just because the artwork might not work on a piece, it doesn't mean the rest of it won't work for your project. And I do know a lot of people will save their bits and pieces for that perfect layout and that perfect thing at some point. But guys, your girl here will forget about that perfect layout. And while I'm holding on to it, the product won't be as new and fresh and fun for me and what have you. So I like to use all of the things when I want to use them. It's just my way. So I am going ahead and popping on some of the Scrappin' Happy Studio Flare. I am so smitten with their epoxy flare because it gives my layout this little bit of shimmer and shine when things are looking a little bit of, flat. And I can't tell you how often I've been reaching for them. I mean, seriously, the owner, creator, designer, shipper, everything are over there. She is just on top of it. She is creating all of the time. In fact, I have to pop in another order. She just released another 10 sets, I believe. She's amazing. Okay, enough about that. So I've been adding their flare here, there, and everywhere, and I can always find 3 flare that will match on my layouts. I just love that. And I love that you can tuck it too. Anywho, enough about that. I'm going ahead. There was under that life preserver flare, there was this little dead space, so I tucked in a bit of a floral. So I also put in a yellow floral piece opposite that on the colored lighthouse photo. Now, where this lighthouse is, it's kind of cool. It is on the same parallel if you go across the earth to China, where they grow cherries there. And this is called Mission Point Lighthouse, and it's in the region where there is a ridiculous amount of cherries grown. And my daughter and her boyfriend took these photos when they were up in Traverse, and it was actually during the cherry festival, which you don't see represented here at all. The place where this lighthouse is located is the most peaceful, calming, fantastic place. All right, so now I'm just adding a couple of these other acrylic pieces in, giving myself a little bit more texture. And these particular acrylic pieces had more of a frosted matte finish, so it was pretty fun. Oh my goodness, the adhesive on these faux brads, they were really sticking. And it's not like I had them on my block for days. I put them on there right when I was starting to create this. I thought it was hilarious how sticky they were. Now, you do see in a couple different places, I did really simple journaling. I just use a gray marker type pen to do that. I always prefer to do my journaling in a dark gray so that it's not the most bold thing on a layout, but you can see it. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I'm this, like, how I said my piece of white cardstock had mixed media all over it. So it was curling up a little bit. I add a little bit of liquid glue where I need to. Now I'm just seeing, do I need to put anything else on this? And I decided to bring some thread in and pop it beneath the flare. Okay, the thread is there, and now I am creating some white splatty bits. I have some titanium white, oh shoot, I'm sorry. I just went ahead and popped in some splatty bits right there. And they're gonna be super subtle, but it'll come out pretty. I had some Vicky Bouton molding paste on my desk, so I used it for subtle splatty bits, and it does come out really pretty. Just a little something something, almost like clouds in the sky. That's okay, weird. So that just about finishes the layout. I want to show you an up close. I will have Scrappy Kathy's link down below so you can see what she came up with for this same pin that we are following along with. Now here's a couple still shots, and of course, with the wonder of, like cleaning up the lighting and all of that. But look at how gorgeous this lighthouse is. And you can see my mixed media goodness there, and some of my thread and the flare and all of those bits and pieces that make this interesting. So thanks so much for watching, friends. I'll see you ever so soon. Bye-bye now.